6 a.m.
Oh. 6 a.m. where?
I don't know. BC, I think. Ouch. The snack maker, since I haven't figured it. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm just catching up to all the messages. Perfect. Okay. Do you hear them? Okay. Chantal, are you good?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna start with the kit. Is that what you want me to do? Sorry, I just woke up. Sorry, everybody.
What's that?
I just said sorry, everybody. I just woke up.
Oh. I think what we'll do is we'll get Amanda to start with hers. Oh, there you are. We'll get Amanda to start with hers, and then I'll do the soup because it takes 20 minutes to cook. And while that's cooking, we'll go to you, and then come back to us, and we'll finish up. Is that good?
Awesome.
Love the hat.
Yeah, thanks, everybody, for coming on.
What?
I will turn my camera off, and you can get started.
Okay.
I'm sorry, my voice is almost gone. I got a cold.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. We're going to get started. So today we're going to start. Amanda here is going to make some peppermint bark, and I'm going to make the taco soup that's featured in the back of the flyer. And then we're going to come to Chantal, who's going to do a few things with the website and the kit. And then we'll come back and we're going to make some chocolate truffles in the snack press. So I'm going to let Amanda get started.
Okay. You don't need that. Do you need it? Let me grab maybe,
Oh, yes, I'll get it.
Okay, guys, we're going to make peppermint bark. Saving a little bit of time, we did do the first layer first. So what we took a package of white chocolate chips and we melted them in the microwave and we just spread them out and popped them in the freezer for 20 minutes. And then we're going to take chocolate chips and pop them in the microwave, melt them. We should do that. For about 45 seconds.
Maybe just talk about the Wondermat, or the Wondermat while it's melting.
Sure. The whole thing? Yeah, the whole thing. Thank you. Well, Jen's popping them in the microwave for us. I have everything. I have the chocolate on my Wondermat. The great thing with the Wondermat is you can pop it in the freezer. You can put it in the oven. Can you microwave a Wondermat? No, I wouldn't fit.
No.
And then you'll see at the end it actually will just peel right off. Just lovely.
Okay. So it's just microwaving.
Yeah, it's just microwave. I can't see. I don't have my glasses. If there's any questions.
I think Chantal's going to answer the questions while we're on. You can you can microwave on it. Good to know.
Oh, great. All right. We're just waiting for the chocolate to melt. We made this at
I melted a little bit longer.
There's a spatula there. So you usually put it in for about 45 seconds and give it a stir, and then put it in for another 30 seconds. So it doesn't explode in your microwave because you will get a lovely little mess.
We both slept in this morning, and we just had our coffee now, so you'll have to bear with us a little bit. Our brains aren't quite awake yet.
We'll get used to the early morning.
Or 2 or 3, yeah. Had the lovely idea of quitting coffee this week, and that did not go well.
It's coming.
Silly girl, I know.
I can't see.
Should be done.
So then you would take some candy canes, and you can pop. You can do them in your chopping prep or a hammer, whichever one you want to do. The chopping prep is a little difficult, but the recipe doesn't say to use it. But to save on time again, we already had some done up. Oh, that looks good.
It does look good. Look at this melted chocolate chips.
Nice. Okay, I'm just going to pour it right on top. Yeah, using these, the chocolate is so easy to clean off. It's fantastic. Okay, and then spread it out right over the white chocolate. You want it nice and thin. Okay. Some questions. Just make sure all the white chocolate is covered with the dark chocolate.
My kids are absolutely loving the early webinars now because when it's over, they get to eat everything. So I hope you're not using this already.
This is for them, and then I'm just going to sprinkle some of the peppermint crushed candies on top, on the floor. Oh my goodness, it smells like Christmas. So we're going to pop it back in the freezer for about 20 minutes to get hard. So Jen will take over.
Okay, so I'm going to make the taco soup. You'll see it in the spaghetti dispenser on the back of the sale flyer. And I also have it brought up on my iPad for the recipe. So I'll post this later on, but I'm going to use the stack cooker. Okay, so for the stack cooker, what I did is I already went ahead and pre-measured everything and just put it in the spaghetti dispenser. And I'm actually doing this for all of our teachers for Christmas presents this year. And then they also have the spaghetti dispenser when it's done as a treat. So I know a lot of the teachers from around here have been saying they're so sick of getting cookies and like sugar. So this is a nice alternative for them. So let me see here. So again, the recipe is listed, but all it is, I put in rice and then seasoning mix, which is made up of chicken, I can never pronounce this word, bouillon cubes, chicken cubes, sugar, black pepper, dried cilantro, garlic powder, cumin, salt, and dried minced onion. And I have all of that stuff stored in my spice containers, which are fantastic. I'm waiting for these to go on sample sale again so I can get some more. I need more of these. So what we're going to do, the good thing about the spaghetti dispenser, as you see when you open it, it has 2 holes, and it has a 1 or a 2 on it. So if you have this filled with spaghetti, all you do is tilt it, and 1 serving will come out on this end, or 2 servings on that end, and that way you know exactly. Bouillon. Okay, I didn't know it was pronounced bouillon. That way you know exactly how much you're getting in cooking. So I'm just going to pour the tortilla chips out. I probably shouldn't have put it in the lid. I'm going to have to put that somewhere else because I need the lid in a minute. Okay. Oh, a little bit more. And I'm going to pour the rest right into the stack cooker. Okay. Put this in the bowl. And then it calls for 1 cup of crushed tomatoes. So I'm going to use our can opener. Just trying to make some room. So this is our can opener, which comes in the kit. And I love this. Okay, so what you do is you just clip it on. Sometimes it can be a little tricky to get on. And it's going to give me a hard time today because I'm in front of everyone.
Oh my.
Jennifer, can you tilt your camera down a little?
Yeah. There we go. Okay, so it's secure. You can lift it right up. That's how you know it's on there. So the good thing about the can opener is it breaks the seal. It doesn't cut, so it's breaking the seal, which means a couple of things. It's going to be completely smooth. There will be no sharp edges, so you don't need to worry about cutting yourself. But also, what I like about it is because it's cutting around and not down, all the dirt and grime that is sitting on the top of the can from sitting in the grocery store never comes in contact with your food at all. You're not contaminating it at all. So I'm just going to start. It's also good for right hand or left hand. So you'll feel a click in a minute there. I just felt it, but I always go around a second time because again it's breaking the seal, so sometimes a little bit of glue gets stuck. So I just like to do it twice. Okay, so that's good. So then you take it off and you use the clips here and go just like this and pull it off. So then when you go to get rid of it, you just open it up. It's on, and your can opener is clean. It hasn't gotten dirty at all, so it's not going to rust. And the top, see that? There's no sharp edges. So if your kids are around, you don't have to worry about them cutting themselves. It's awesome. So back to the recipe. We're going to add in, I need a bigger kitchen.
Do this one.
So we need 1 cup of crushed tomatoes. Pour that in. Lots of extra tomatoes left over. And it calls for 4 ounces of green chilies. Now these are spicy, so I'm going to cut it down a little bit. Just I don't know. I like spicy personally, but the rest of my family, not so sure. So I'm just going to take probably 2 tablespoons of it. And these are our measuring spoons, which actually also come in your kit, as well as the measuring cups. And these are good because if you are measuring and you have to stop to do something else, you can put it down and it's not going to spill. So, actually my kids aren't going to eat this anyway because it's somewhat healthy, so I'm going to put 3 tablespoons in. They can eat something else for lunch. And 8 cups of water. Someone has a fire going. It's not away. 2. Measure this out ahead of time again. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. So, let me just bring the recipe back up again. I think that's it. Yep. Okay, so I'm just going to stir it up. This is our silicone spatula, which again comes in your kit. This is silicone based, so you can use it in the frying pan and it won't melt. One thing to know when you're cleaning this, you should take the top off. I just learned that recently, actually. So you just pop this off when you clean it. Kim had an interesting, I think it was Kim had an interesting use for it when the spatula part is taken off, but I can't remember what she said she used it for. Anyway, I'm just stirring it. I'm going to put the lid back on. And Amanda, I'm going to get you to bring this so I can show them how to... when you're cooking with the stack cooker, you should cook at 70% power. And the first question I get when I'm at parties using this is, how do you do 7% power? And when I show them, that's like the biggest aha moment of the entire night. So I'm going to show you guys how, just in case you don't know.
You'll take the bus?
Yep. So we're putting it right in the microwave. And the recipe says to cook for 20 minutes. So if you just tilt it over here. So you do time cook 20, power 7. And then it's cooking on 70% power. What is the... Oh, I don't know. Don't ask me about wattage. I just had a coffee. Shut the front door. See? And that's the reaction I get at parties when I show them how to do that. So while that's cooking, I think we're going to pop over to Chantel, and she's going to do a little kit issue and website navigation, I think she said. Okay. How do I close mine?
Okay. Well, thanks, Jennifer. Just a quick question before I start. The stack cooker, is it the recipe that requires 70% power?
No, as far as I know, it's a stack cooker.
The stack cooker is safe in the microwave up to 100% power because it's
What's the recipe then?
in the microwave. But the Crystal Wave products are only up to 70%.
Oops. Okay.
Just so you know in the future.
Good to know. Anyway, it's good to do at parties so that they know.
Most microwaves are, I'm like the microwave queen. I have 2 microwaves in my house. The pressure cooker is supposed to be 100% power, yes, absolutely. Where you might have got the 70% power is that some microwaves are higher wattage. So if you have a 1200 watt microwave or higher, then it's basically like putting your pressure cooker or stack cooker in under a blowtorch to cook. Most microwaves are around about the 900, 1000 watt range. And there's a big difference between 800 watts and 1200 watts in your microwave. So if you change the wattage on your microwave down to 70% power, you're actually just if you change the power level on your microwave down to 70%, you're actually just changing the wattage of your microwave, the wattage that it's cooking at. So same as if you use the defrost button, it's actually just taking it down to 50% power.
Huh.
So anyway, so that's something for everybody before we start. Okay, Jennifer gave us most of quite a few items in the kit. I'm in my office today, so I'm not going to be actually making anything, but I'm going to show you how the kit comes. So does everybody have their kit yet? Does anybody not have it yet? So our kit comes in a fancy box, and then and it has this carry case for everybody to take their items to their party. So everything that you need to take to your party is going to fit in this bag. My kids have decided that TV's not good enough for them this morning, so they are going to be noisy. I'm sorry. Okay, so to start off with, what comes in the kit, you get 2 fridge mats. Now, everybody, as soon as you get your kit, will want to start a fridge mat experiment. If you don't have, can everybody hear me okay? Because I have my voice is losing my voice. Okay, so you'll want to start a fridge mat experiment. So the best way to start your fridge mat experiment is to get some strawberries, get a punnet of strawberries, put half into this container, and then half into just leave in the punnet of strawberries, and put them into the fridge. Now the way that the fridge mat works is there's a little guide on the side here telling you exactly where the vents should be. So we've had hundreds of scientists working on these to design the best way to keep our fruit and vegetables fresh. Now the fridge mat has these raised bottoms here, which basically is for the fruit and veggies to sweat, and because that is a normal process when you're storing your fruit. I actually have had to do that, the no, do not eat me, because my fridge mat experiments get eaten all the time. Well, the good ones in the fridge mat get eaten, and the ones that aren't in the fridge mat is still there in a week and they're moldy. So when the strawberries are in here, they're going to sweat a little bit, and that's okay. The moisture is going to hit down to the bottom and stay in the bottom, and not your fruit won't sit in it and get all horrible, which is what happens in your regular containers. So the little vent is on the top, and the vent here is, you can have it in the middle for completely closed, and then one way is going to be completely open and the other way is going to be half open. And depending on what kind of fruit and vegetable you're using, that is where you're going to put it. So the guide is on the side. There are a few items it says not to put in your container. So your bananas, kiwi fruit, tomatoes. Although I will say that I do use these for tomatoes because my kids eat cherry tomatoes like there's no tomorrow. And I use these all the time and they work out awesome for me. So I do use tomatoes even though it says not to. Now, another thing that these fridge mats are great for is if you want to take them somewhere, these vents are not watertight. So if you want to take them out for a play date or in your cooler bag, the top is actually interchangeable with your Modular Mate top. So if you have a Modular Mate rectangle or a Modular Mate mini rectangle, then it's going to fit perfectly on here. So same design as the Modular Mates. They also nest really well. So if you have a whole set of the fridge mats, they're going to nest inside each other, which is perfect. If anybody has the old fridge mats, they still work fantastic, but you have like 10 different fridge mats and your whole cupboard is full, and when you go to get one out, then they fall down and you've got an avalanche of fridge mats, which is a good way to be able to get people to switch over to the new design. So fridge mats, awesome, awesome, awesome. One of our highest selling products when they're not on sale. I think it's about $104 to buy the 4-piece set in the kit. In the catalog. So the best way for your customers to get the fridge mats is to either have a party, $300, they can get a half-price item, and they can get that whole 4-piece set for $50-something. And the other way is to sign up for Tupperware for $30, and they get 2 pieces in their kit, and then they can buy the rest at sample price. Okay. Or host their own party. With their grand opening party, they can get the rest as well. Now, 2 more items that come in your kit. You get freezer mates. Now, these freezer mates are the old design, so they have the purple lids still. The new ones that you'll get in your kit have the green lids. The green lids are so much better than the purple lids. You'll see the purple lids actually, when you bend them like this, they stay bent. When you do that to the green ones, they're not going to stay bent. They're going to flick straight back to the place that they were before, and they're very, very easy to get on. So if you have the old purple ones and you struggle to get the seals on, a tip for customers for any seals that you have issues with when you first get your Tupperware is that you can put them in hot water. So put the top and the bottom into hot water, and then put the seal on and leave it on overnight. And that will stretch the seal to the place that it's supposed to be. So just a good tip to remember if you have any issues with seals, because it does happen when the new Tupperware comes in. It's brand new, it hasn't been used before, and it can be difficult to get the seals on. So use the hot water trick. Even a hot dishwasher is helpful as well if you can remember to put the seal on right away afterwards. Just makes the seals a little bit more flexible. Now, a tip to remember with the freezer mates, they have this little fill line on them. Don't go over the fill line. If you go too much over or too much under, then you are going to get freezer burn. That's not what we want with our freezer mates. We want to make sure that we are filling to the correct level so that we have the correct air level in there for our freezer products. You'll see that the freezer mates actually have little legs on them. So this is to promote airflow between the freezer mates and your freezer, so that the cold air can get all the way around and freeze your food really well. So they are stackable design, which is awesome. They have the little clear see-through bit here, so you can see exactly what is in your freezer mate, and you can use the labels as well if you need to. They come in lots of different sizes. You get these two in your kit. And then sometimes we have the freezers on sale as well. They are awesome if you have a door freezer. So instead of your chest freezer, if you have a door freezer, then definitely stock up on the freezers when they come out. Okay. The breakfast maker is awesome. My husband can even use this, and he is not the cook in the house. So you can put a couple of eggs in here and make an omelet. I usually put a couple of eggs, some tomatoes, peppers, or a seasoning, anything I have in the house. Sometimes I put ham in, just mix it up. Sometimes I mix it up in the quick shake. That is awesome for mixing it up. You can also... Year 7, has been making omelets for 2 years. So Kimberly's daughter has been making her own breakfast for 2 years, and she's 7. That's awesome. In the Tupperware breakfast maker. Awesome. You can also make French toast in here. You can make pancakes. There's lots of different things that you can make. You can make poached eggs. They're a little bit more difficult to get right with your microwave, but you can do it. And I make scrambled eggs in mine all the time. So one of my favorites is just to put 1 egg and then about 3 egg whites. And I just put it in for about a minute, and then I mix it up, and I put it in for a minute again and mix it up. And depending on your microwave, you might have to change your time. And then I just put it on my plate with some salsa, homemade salsa that I make. And it's great for a quick, healthy breakfast with no carbs. Now, the biggest item that we have in our kit, rice in the breakfast maker. I haven't ever cooked rice in the breakfast maker. I don't think it would work because it's not big enough. But we do have a rice maker. Tupperware has a rice maker that is awesome. Yeah, I think it would overflow in the breakfast maker. I haven't tried it. The Tupperware rice maker is about $20 or $30, I believe, and it is awesome. It cooks perfect rice every single time, 35 cents. And I also make my mashed potatoes in the rice maker as well. You can cook quinoa, you can cook couscous, lots of different things in the rice maker, and it's awesome. Anyway, this is the Quick Chef, and this is the main reason that people join our teams, is to get the Quick Chef. The Quick Chef is basically a blender. It will make your salsas, it will mash your potatoes, and you can use it for a lot of different things. I'm sure that we're probably going to see something in here today, and if we're not, then we'll make sure it's on the next webinar. But a couple of tips about the about this product is that its bottom here has, how much longer is the webinar? We usually go for about an hour, and we are about halfway through. Yeah, the blades are very sharp. So the bottom here, there's a little rubber piece, and this is to stop it from sliding around on your counter. Now, often when you're demoing this product, you're actually going to be demoing it on a tablecloth. So if you are on a tablecloth, make sure you just pull the tablecloth up to put it down, because otherwise it's going to slide all over the table and it's not going to be very good for your demo. The blades here, there's three different levels of blades on the Quick Chef, and they're all at different levels basically to cut your food evenly, and they have little, if you can see there, it's curved up at the end, and this is to flick your food up and back around, and you'll see that more with the Power Chef than with the Quick Chef. Be very careful with these blades, they're very, very sharp. They only have blades on one side, and the other side there are no blades. So when you are turning your Quick Chef handle, if you're turning this way, it's going to cut your food, and if you're turning this way, it's going to just mix your food or stir it. So when I'm making salsa and I want my salsa to be chunky, I'm going to cut it a little bit, and then I'm going to cut the onions and the garlic and everything I'm putting in it, tomatoes, and then I'm going to take the cover off and I'm going to put my seasoning in, and then I'm just going to mix it because it's already been cut enough. I don't want it cut up anymore. I just want to mix the seasoning in. Now, if you happen to be making your whipped cream and you want to add some Baileys, or if you're making a salad dressing and you want to add some oil, then there's a little place here at the top that you can stick the funnel in, which this is my trade show bag, so the funnel is missing, but there's a little funnel that sticks in the top here, and you can turn it and pour your Baileys in, or grandma, Baileys to my coffee. I should have done that too. Now, the blade is not the only attachment that comes with the Quick Chef. There is actually this little whipping attachment. Now, a great game that we play at quite a few of our events or parties is contestant 1, 2, or 3 for the Whip It demo. And we put whipping cream in this one. We put whipping cream in the, mimosa is awesome. We do whipping cream in the Power Chef with the whipping attachment. And we also do whipped cream in a regular hand beater, electric hand beater. Now, the hand beater takes over a minute. At 1 minute, it's already it's still liquid. But in this one here, it takes about 30 seconds to whip cream, and in the Power Chef, it takes about 15 seconds. So if everybody's going as hard as they can, that's about how long it will take. So totally awesome demo to do in your Quick Chef. When you're at your parties, you're always going to want to demo your Quick Chef. I usually I send the recipe list to people and get them to choose what they want to make, but it's usually things that I recommend. So usually I make the salsa and chocolate cake and whipped cream. Because they use the most items in the kit, and then I like to show one item more, which is the stack cooker and the chop and prep. If you don't have the chop and prep yet, you're going to want to get the chop and prep. It's my favorite item in the kit that's not microwavable. Okay, so this one extra piece for the Quick Chef here is the little spinner. You can put your berries in here and spin them dry. So if you're one of those people who likes to wash your fruit before you put them in the fridge mats, then you're going to want to make sure they're completely dry before you put them in. So the fridge mats, I forgot to mention, you should be putting your fruit in dirty and naked. So unwashed and dry. But if you do like to wash your vegetables or your fruit because your kids eat them straight out of the fridge, then you'll want to spin them dry before you put them in. If you don't spin them dry, then it's just not going to be, your fruit is not going to last as long. It's still going to last longer than if you hadn't kept it in the fridge mat, but not nearly as long as the 4 to 6 weeks that your strawberries will last if you leave them dirty and naked in the fridge mud. Okay, so we also have a set of 4 spice containers. The spice containers will keep your, basically like modular mates, they will keep your spices completely dry and moisture free. There is an opening on both sides. So you have one big opening and then one smaller opening, which has the little pepper type shaker. I'm sorry, I'm just reading the chat here while we're looking. So the vinegar is, okay, Jennifer answered, all right. So if you don't use airtight containers for your spices, then they aren't going to last any more than about 4 months, I believe. If you use the airtight containers, then they will last a lot longer. Now, one thing I have noticed that some people have been complaining about lately on our Facebook group is they're saying that their spices are getting lumpy in here. The only reason that that should be happening is if you're pouring this straight over a hot steaming pot, then the steam is going to go up and into the spice container. So you should never just be shaking over the steaming pot. Okay? Otherwise you are going to get that you're obviously letting moisture into your spices. Now the cups, I am so disorganized that I always forget. So like Jennifer mentioned, they're not going to tip over if you fill them up and set them down before you remember that you have something else to put in first. And same with the measuring spoons. They are going to sit there and not fall over, which is completely awesome. They all are also, there's one more spoon than usual in the measuring spoon set, and I always forget which one it is, but there's 6 different spoons in the Tupperware measuring spoon set. Kimberly, do you know which one it is? Half tablespoon. Awesome. So other things in the kit, you've got your apron, and my apron is with my tablecloth, so I haven't got it right here. This is my trade show bag. Always remember to wear your apron at your party. It's kind of like a uniform, so it doesn't matter what you're wearing underneath. If you're wearing black pants and a top, then you put your apron on, and it looks like you're a Tupperware representative. Of course, if you've got those fancy T-shirts that all you ladies out east have, then yeah, then they're awesome as well, because that is your uniform. Oh look, here's my apron right here. So I'm going to show you exactly what this looks like. So I am in my Sunday loungewear, I guess. And now I am a Tupperware consultant. Okay. So Jennifer showed us the can opener already, and I know that we're running out of time here, so I don't want to take up too much longer. In your kit, you're also going to get your order forms. Now, these order forms are awesome. I like to use these order forms. But if you're ordering new order forms, then you have a choice between these ones or the large ones. Now, if you order the large ones by accident, or if you want to order them, don't worry, because they are awesome to use as well. The large ones are awesome for parties, because what you do in your party is you tell people that they can go through and highlight all of the items that they like the look of while you're demoing at your party. And then when you actually go through it, their order at the end, you can say, oh, well, you liked the Quick Chef, or you liked the measuring spoons, or whatever, and you can see what they ordered and what they like, and you have a wish list, and you know where to work from. And if they have a lot of things circled from the kit, which they should do because that's what you're demoing, then you have a good way to sign them up too. So that is the order forms. Tupperware has an awesome date me planner, so you can go through and put your parties in here. It also tells you exactly when each of the brochures are closing and opening. So November, we are about the 8th or 9th today, I think. So we can see here that the mid-October brochure closes on the 14th of November, and the mid-November brochures open on the 15th. We also know that we get paid on the 17th of October. So if you get paid directly into your bank account, so if you have the Tupperware card, you'll get paid directly into your bank account on the 17th. If you don't have the Tupperware card, then you'll be paid by check, and that'll be sent out to you. Now, I know that there's a lot of new people on here, so with Tupperware, we actually take our money, our commission, before we pay Tupperware. So when we enter our party, if everybody's paid by credit card, then Tupperware has to reimburse us the commission by sending us a check or depositing it into our bank account on payday. If people have paid by cash, which is usually the case, one or two people that pay by cash or check, and that means that we can take our commission out of that money, and we actually only pay Tupperware the net amount. So that is awesome. The only other way that you get money back from Tupperware is if people order directly from your website, then you're going to get money, the commission back from that. And if you are a manager or higher, then you are going to earn team royalties. And bonuses, yes. If you sell over $1,500, then you are going to get a $50 bonus, and then $2,100 bonus goes on from there. Every $500 you sell, you get another $50. A Tupperware card is free to get. You should definitely get a Tupperware card. All you have to do is basically go to your Salesforce website, and if we've got time here, I'll show you maybe at the end after we've had a look at everybody's recipes. And you can sign up for it. You just need a blank check, the check number for your bank account, and you can sign up for that. Then you've got your Date Me planning guides. And you've got other little party guides. Here we go. These are awesome to show at your to have a look at. This is when getting started. This is showing you all about warranty, what's in your kit, the Confident Start program, so how you can earn an iPad in your first 13 weeks, what is warranty, what isn't, planning guide for your parties. This is a super, super awesome guide to look at. And then this one here is showing you what money you can earn as a Tupperware consultant and the different levels and how you're going to earn it. So this is really good for helping in your to give to customers. Okay, and then so basically everything that you need to take to a party or to a trade show. Something that a lot of people get caught up on is the tiny treasures. They're wondering what they are. So you'll get a whole bag full of these little goodies that no one knows what they are. They're awesome for your parties to give away as free gifts for coming to your Tupperware party. They're also really good for games. So you can have a guessing game if you're having a big event and put one item on each table, and people have to come up with the best ideas for those items. So this one is a tea holder, I guess it's called. There's lots of different things that you can use these for. This one is for pulling hard-boiled eggs out of boiling water or the Smart Steamer, because the Smart Steamer is awesome for boiled eggs. You've got a spatula here, a melon bowler, some scoops. There's lots of different tiny treasures that you can get in your kit, and there are guides on top of the line where we have pictures and what they are. The last thing is Tupperware does have some spices. This one that comes in your kit is the Southwest Chipotle. Another reason that the salsa is a really good one to demo at your parties, because you get to demo the can opener, you get to demo the spice, you get to demo the Quick Chef, the chop and prep if you have it, spatula, you can use the measuring cups and spoons, so lots of different things that you can demo there. Okay, and I am going to send it back to Jennifer now. Yeah, when you get your kit, start using it right away. I think it was Jennifer actually who said that she didn't want to use her kit when she got it.
Mom.
And
Mom.
yeah, and this is my daughter. She didn't want to use her kit.